morning. So I have two different formats of recording. I'm going to do short formats, which are about, I don't know, anywhere from 1 to 8 minutes. And then a long format, which is primarily going to be this route. Now, let's get a little political here. $3.19 for regular gasoline. Yesterday, it was $2.94. 25 cents difference. Now, for all you people that think that the President of the United States has some major direct impact on the price of gases, please explain to me why he raised gas prices 25 cents? Oh yeah, here's the well being rebuilt. That's the second time a section of that well's had to be rebuilt in 2 years. Apparently this really sharp turn was too much for cars and they jumped the curb and hit it. Don't ask me why. So, in my short format, I will probably not be listening to music. In my long format, oh yeah, let's fix that. Holy crap, that's a big bump. I'm going to continue listening to my music. And my music is primarily rock. Primarily rock. So the reason I'm riding on the sidewalk today is because on this stretch of the road, you see all that massive bike lane over there? Oh yeah, that's right, there isn't any. This piece of road that connects the trail where we just got off of to the bike lane up around the corner doesn't have a bike lane connecting the two. So, considering people will not ever, or should I say, will rarely leave me a full 2-3 feet that they're legally required to, guess what? I chose safety. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to wait. There's a car turn. Normally I don't bother with traffic lights like that because there's nobody coming. It's just as safe whether it's a green light or a red light if there's nobody coming. But, you know, busy intersections, no, always use the light. And obviously, I pay attention to what's going on, what's approaching, what might be turning into my path. So yes, I ride the trails. I try to ride over here where there's not the zebra stripes because they're actually fairly thick rubber. And so, and I ride my bike tires, it's 85, 90, sometimes a little more PSI. So it's a rough ride. And I don't need the rough ride. The sidewalk is rough enough at times. Now, safety, kids. Let's talk safety. See where my hands are? My hands are on the handlebars. They are actually wrapped all the way around. My thumb is wrapped around. But, oh, squirrel. Ooh, squirrel. We'll get back to animals in a minute. But when I ride on the trail or in my neighborhood where there's no traffic, I almost always will wrap my thumbs around the handlebars. But as soon as I get onto the road, you'll notice that my thumbs are not wrapped around the handlebars. And the reason for that is, again, it comes back to cars not giving me 3 feet. So if a car comes along and the rear view mirror clips my handlebar, the handlebar goes flying, I won't break my thumb. My arms aren't locked straight, they're slightly bent. So, worst that's gonna happen is my hand's gonna come off of it. I'm gonna fall, I'm gonna wipe out, I'm gonna end up rather bloody, but I probably won't break my thumb. At least that's the odds. Animals. Oh yeah. So we saw a squirrel, and the reason is because it's daylight. Normally before sun comes up, and primarily when I'm on the trail, what I see are rabbits. Lots of rabbits. Occasionally possum or armadillo, but primarily rabbits. Morning. Morning. And after the sun comes up, you might see some rabbits off along the hedge, near the hedgerows, but it's usually squirrels that you see. And squirrels are crazy. Rabbits, you generally know where they're going. They may zig a little bit, but they're fairly easy to avoid. Oh, but squirrels, when you see a squirrel, you aim for it. And the reason is, they zig and zag so much that if you aim for it, the odds are it will never be in the same spot where you're aiming for. Again, it will move and it will be someplace else. And that's actually how you avoid a squirrel. You aim for it. You don't keep following it, but you aim for it. Morning. Oh, Orange County Sheriff. So my vehicle does identify as a school bus. Needless to say, my bright white light, when it no longer is lighting up the road, I put it into strobe mode, just like the school buses here in Seminole County. They got a white strobe on them just to blind the hell out of you for no reason. Theoretically it's for safety, but the reality is it's not, because it's set for 360 degrees. Unless I'm actually heading into the path of that vehicle, then I really don't care about the vehicle. I don't need to have my attention distracted and start staring at it. If there's a bus over there with a strobe light on, I don't need to turn my head to see it. I should continue to look where I'm going, right? Otherwise, that's known as distracted driving. So, in legal terms, I believe that it is referred to as a attractive nuisance. That's the word. Sorry. I'm also listening to music. Alright, so they got the arrow, I downshift. Hopefully it'll be fairly quick today. Oh yes, see the sign up top that says no turn on red when guard is present. Obviously referring to the school crossing guard that usually is over there on my left. That controls the lights, holds up a nice sign, it's lit up, walks kids across the street, or holds up traffic so they can ride their bike across the street. But what does that mean? No right turn when guard present. What is present? Does that mean in the actual crosswalk? Absolutely, positively. But does present mean when he's standing on the curb, there's no kids coming around, he's present at the intersection? But you tell me, It's not a very well-defined word. Present is not a well-defined word. Needless to say, it's a fairly unenforceable statute because it's ambiguous. Very ambiguous. And what if the guy's actually, it's raining, so he's sitting in his car over there waiting for kids to come. He's present at the intersection, but he's not actively walking anybody across the street. So, I don't know. I think what they technically mean is it's no right turn on red when the guard has controlled the lights and is actively walking someone across the street. Regardless of where he's walking, which one of the crosswalks. In every direction, there is no right turn on red at that point. That's what I think it means. But I don't know, because I see everybody, including school buses, go right turn on red right there when the guard is just standing on the corner waiting for the light to change or waiting for the kids to approach. So I follow a lot of the motor vehicle laws, but mainly the ones that are going to get me killed. And I do actually indicate lane changes to the left. That's all. I don't indicate lane changes to the right. And as you can see, I'm wearing bright yellow, which has reflective striping on it. My bike has lights. Well, right now it's a strobe light on the front, and my rear red tail light strobes also. And I do try to stop a little bit off to the side, so if somebody does come up and brain fart, pull up close to the car next to me. In theory, they won't hit me, but who knows? Water. I drink water. Oh, the band Lacuna Coil. Anyway, I drink water essentially every 2 miles. So in other words, about every 8 minutes of my riding. Give or take. I take a sip. And there's a bunch of places on my route, well, not on my morning route, but on my long weekend route, there's multiple places where I could refill my water bottle. So like my bike ride today is going to be hour and 38, hour and 40 minutes, give or take. When I'm in better shape, I can do that route in exactly 90 minutes, an hour 30. But I'm old, I'm fat, until I lose some weight. Grumpy enough yet. See, still have my thumbs not wrapped around handlebars. So even though there's a crosswalk at the intersection behind me and the one at the intersection in front of me by the elementary school, there is the big overpass. Kids and whomever actually across the street, 100% unencumbered by traffic. Okay, let's get some movement. Oh, holy crap. What's going on over there? Oh, some sort of training. Interesting. Cinder blocks on the basketball court. No idea what the heck that's about. Don't you just love all the green? Like that. If you look really closely, you will see always a lot of debris in the outer edge of the bike lane. Very little to none in the inner edge. Needless to say, I try to ride essentially right down the middle of the bike. Because I have to balance safety. Some too close to the solid white line with not getting a flat tire, which happens 10 times as much if I ride, say, over here. There's that much more debris, really. Oh, tennis summer camps. Yeah, I don't think so. Someday I'm going to have to go into this park. It's almost a mile long on this road. Or more likely, because I prefer to use metric measurements, about 1.5 kilometers. But I don't know how deep it is. I know there is an actual lake in the back of the park. I almost said pond. I don't know how big it is. I don't know how far away from this road it is. So I know it's not really big, and it's not really far away, because there's a neighborhood on the other side of it. But I don't know. I do wave at most people. There is one person that I do not wave at anymore. And I covered it in yesterday's long ride, and that is the crossing guard over there where the sign was. Is that crossing guard for some reason refuses to wave at me. I have no idea what I did. 4.5+ years later, heading for 5 years later, still doesn't wave at me. But we'll wave at anybody or anything else. I guess he just doesn't like grumpy old ducks. That was just the Beatles, you heard on And what the heck are we playing now? I don't know, it's too mellow. Skip. I need rock music. What is this? Piano intro. It's hard to hear because I also had the wind blowing in my hair. And it's a quiet piano. Don't know what it is. Oh! My same friend. I know of him and I've met him multiple times. Ed Hamill, who goes by Hamill on Trial. I I will wait until it is safe. But Hamill on Trial is a single man with a acoustic guitar, and he is absolutely the most irreverent, potty mouth comedian, songwriter, vocalist, guitar player. Just, he is not folk in any way, shape, manner, or form. Matter of fact, he has a song about not being folk. He actually tells jokes in the middle of songs and crazy stuff like that, but it is irrelevant and very, very, very not safe for work. Absolutely not safe for work. There is nothing, very few of his songs are safe for work. He did, when his kid was young, have him on one song, and they sang "The Wheels on the Bus," and they put it on the album. Except the words were modified and a lot more fun. And when I say modified, I mean, and the floozy on the bus goes, "Come here, kid, come here, kid." And the wino on the bus goes, "Glug, glug, glug." You know, things like that. But that's about one of the most PC songs that he writes. He writes about drugs, he writes about death, writes about snorting a dead guy. He writes about, you see, my thumbs are wrapped around my handlebars. Good morning. Because I'm in my hood. All right. El Paso de la Muerta saying adios. GoPro, stop recording.